Our fourth TLU Athletics Salute to Seniors interview is with the national champion, Texas Lutheran softball catcher, Alyssa Cantu. Alyssa, thanks for joining us. And so we have 5 questions for you today. And let's start with this one. I have an image up on my screen. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
All right. What's going on in that picture? Take me through the emotion of that moment and the emotion of that inning.
Oh my goodness, my heart's racing just looking at it. So that was 2019. We were at Tyler competing for the national championship. And in that moment, Kelly Jordan caught the final out and we just rushed to the field. Just the excitement that we experienced that day. I mean, we had worked so long and so hard for that, and for it to finally get there and to have that moment, and it was surreal, still surreal to now. Such a good moment. But just to kind of take you through what we were thinking is just like the amount of pride that we had to wear TLU across our chest and to be able to represent TLU athletics in that way and on that platform was an amazing thing.
You were a junior at the time, and Chastity Rains, the pitcher, who you're hugging in this photo, was just a freshman. And what did you tell her throughout those 7 innings against Emory?
So through those 7 innings, Chast and I had built a pretty strong relationship through that season. Majority of the time that she pitched, I was behind the plate and just kind of making sure that she settled down and just told her just to play her game. And not try to do too much because we have a great defense behind her and a great offense that's willing to battle for her. And she was very good at staying level-headed and staying calm. And so that was just kind of what I was walking her through. And it's just another game. Take it inning by inning, out by out, strike by strike.
Did you tell her anything specific as you got within 3 outs? There was a couple of ground balls to Cassie Maddox at third, kind of 2 quick outs, and then you faced the third batter in the inning. What was going through your mind at that point, and did you get a chance to talk to Chastity at that point?
I did not have a chance to talk to Chas, but I, pointed to her and said, all right, this is the last batter. We have 2 outs. Just keep playing your game. Nothing's changed. And I think it's just the most important thing in that situation was just not to get ahead of ourselves and not to, celebrate too early. Because we still had a job to finish and we weren't quite done yet.
And what was your thoughts when you saw that ball head into center field toward Kelly?
I remember I shot up out of my squat and I was just like, here it is. This is the moment. Here it is. And when she finally caught it, I remember rushing over to Chas. I don't even know where my equipment went. I had my glove and my helmet in one hand. And yeah, it was hard to explain.
As the innings wound down in that game against Emory, did you? I guess you won that first. Guys won that first game in 5 innings against Emory in a dominant offensive performance. And then, as you got the lead there against Emory, what were your thoughts and what did you think? Were you always supremely confident that you guys were going to win that game?
I don't think it's a matter of confidence, but just each game that we faced, we went in there thinking, doesn't matter who's in the other dugout or who it is we're playing, but we're going to win. We're going to compete. And I think that was the biggest thing that kind of benefited us. It was just that mindset. It doesn't matter who we were playing, where we were at. And even at that point, being one of the only teams still playing, it was just that we were going to go out there and compete, and that was enough.
Now, the Bulldogs might not have been able to even get to Tyler to play for a national championship last year if you hadn't been a part of one of the best defensive plays of the championship run. You were in the Super Regional against Linfield, Oregon, up in McMinnville, Oregon. It was the first game of the best 2 of 3 series, and that game had gone into extra innings. It was 2-2 in the bottom of the 9th. Linfield was threatening with 1 out. They get a leadoff walk, they get a sacrifice bunt, and then they get a single, a ball that goes to center field. The potential winning run takes off from second base, rounds third, and there's a play at the plate. Tell me about that play and what you saw on that play. And I'm going to put up a photo for you here that Linfield was very kind of them to send to us. And I know you've probably seen this photo. Mm-hmm. And there it is. There's you reaching back to the plate, catching the throw and then reaching back to the plate to tag the potential winning run for Linfield out at the plate. Take me through that play and what was going on.
So as soon as that ball was hit, I knew the situation. I knew that that runner on second could not score whatsoever. If not, I mean, that was the end. So the ball was hit to Chastity, I believe. She was the one in center field. And she has a cannon of an arm. And so I was just set up, and what I was thinking was just catch the ball, then tag, keep it simple. So I just kind of reacted and caught the ball, and I saw that she was coming home, and I said, no, like, I have to protect it no matter what, and just had to do my job, and just not let her score. And so, yeah, that was an intense moment for sure.
You're reaching back back across your body. The throw was a little bit up to the first base side, so you had to
Just a little bit.
leap back a little bit,
Hmm.
almost fully stretched out here. And your glove hand, your left glove hand, looks like it touches her left hand right before she gets to the plate. Did you know she was out?
Yes, I knew she was out, and the umpire knew it as well. I don't think that was any doubt, because I don't believe she even made it to the plate, just because I pushed her off and kind of fell on top of the plate as well, because that's where my momentum was taking me.
Well, that was certainly one of the plays. And of course, you guys end up winning that series in 3 games, 3 very dramatic games. There wasn't
Ooh,
an
yeah.
easy game in any of those series, any of that series up in McMinnville. But you get to Tyler and you go 5-0 at the national championship finals series. And so you've been a national champion now for almost a year. What's this year been like for you as you reflect on what's transpired almost 12 months ago?
Yeah, it was nearly a whole
11
year
months.
ago. It's a bit surreal. Being a national champion last year was a great thing. I mean, that's what every collegiate athlete aspires to. And so lucky to be able to be on a national championship team. And that's something that I will always treasure with me. Reflecting back on this season and this year, given these circumstances that we're all kind of enduring, it is sad and upsetting, because this isn't the ending that any of us could have planned or foreseen. But just kind of what gives me solace and kind of allows me, and I know kind of the rest of our seniors as well, is give us some closures that we knew going into our games against Trinity that those were going to be our last games, which is not something I could say for a lot of the seniors across the nation. It doesn't make it any easier, but it gives us a little bit more than what a lot of people got. Um, and having that 2019 national title definitely helps, because at least we got to do that, got to experience that. And of course, we would have loved to be able to have a run for that again this year, but we got to do our part and just kind of make some small sacrifices.
What's on tap for you now? What is in your future? What's going on in your life, and education-wise, and then career-wise?
Education-wise, I did get accepted to University of Texas Medical Branch in Galveston for a physical therapy school.
Well, congratulations.
So I plan to start there in August. It's a 3-year program. So I plan to finish that out and hopefully become a physical therapist. And not exactly sure exactly what specialty yet, but that's the plan.
Well, I know
Um,
you'll be great at it.
thank you.
Congratulations on that. And we just enjoyed watching you guys and watching you in particular over the last 4 years. And we just want to say thanks for all you've done for TLU and TLU softball. And we thank you for visiting with us today.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me, Mr. Tim.
All right, Alyssa Cantu, national champion with TLU softball, joining us today as TLU Athletics salutes our seniors. Thanks again, Alyssa.
Thanks, Mr. Tim.